Hey, good morning. So today we're going to be talking about budgets for the month. I have made up this little budget here. It's not exact and may not be what yours looks like, but I did mark it up here this morning. Um, I think it's very realistic of what a lot of us are dealing with in numbers. Not everybody, but so if you find yourself coming up short each month, these are primarily the reasons why, and a few tips of what we can do to get ahead and to make a difference. So you'll see that what your pay is per month and what your total bills are, it's about a difference of $360. And so that's for all living expenses. I may have left something out, but I don't think I did. So we all have credit card bills. Yours may be a little bit higher or lower than that per month. But so first tip is to work extra shifts at work. It doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to kill yourself going in there. Um, you know, 2 and 3 extra shifts a week. I'm talking about an extra 2, maybe 3 shifts per month. And we can all do that. That would give you a difference of most of us that would increase this number at least up to 2,000 for the month. So that's already better. Now we're only $160 off of our budget. So my next tip would be, if you have TV services, cost about $80, either trying to get that lower, or I suggest getting rid of the TV services. You'd still have internet and just stream using Hulu or Netflix. So you'd still have your entertainment. It's about $12. If you want both, it's $24, but that's a lot cheaper than $80. So I'm not saying no entertainment or anything like that in the house. I'm just saying do it a different way. Hulu, your shows come on the day after. So they air that night, they're on by the next night. So what if you're a day behind? You can still keep up with all the shows that we're all talking about. My next tip is see if we can get that food bill down. $4.50, that's a little over $100 each week. See if we can eat a little cheaper. See if we can knock off $50 to maybe $100. So that would be $3.50. So already we're looking better. My final tip, well, not my final tip, but my next tip would be if you're living alone in an apartment and it's more than a 1-bedroom apartment, see about getting a roommate, somebody that you trust, maybe somebody that you work with, somebody that you know is reliable. Maybe they're in a similar situation and looking to get ahead too. Y'all can help each other out, because that would do several things. That would cut your rent by half. That would make that $900 $450. And right there, before I go any further, that would really drop your budget. It would, for bills. So that would also, your electric would probably go up. The bill would go up because there's 2 of you, but you'd probably only be paying about $60. And so on and so forth for the water and the natural gas. If you have those, it may be included, but most apartment complexes do not include the electric. My next tip would be, if you're finding that you can't pay this number here, the $350 for your credit cards, focus on this number here, that $45. That credit card is probably, your total balance is probably the lowest one out of all four of these. Focus on that one. Pay that one off as soon as possible. And then you want to take that $45, if you're paying both of these 70s, and you want to put it completely on one. So you'd be done with this one. You're paying that $45 on that 70. You'll have this one paid off in a few months. And then you take that $45 and the 70 and put it on this one. And it's called the snowball effect for credit cards. And so before you know it, you won't have to be working those extra shifts unless you want extra money. And you may find that you eventually don't need a roommate. But that's my tips for the monthly budget on how to get ahead. Not everybody likes to work extra shifts. I understand. I've been there. I've worked many an extra shift to get ahead. And also, along with this, I would look into doing, which we will be talking about next time, the envelope system. Take all your bills, make envelopes for each one, and when you get paid, you can either go and get the cash if you have a safe place to put it in the house or apartment. You go and get that cash and you put it in there, and that's how you pay. Or if you pay electronically all of these and you need to keep the cash in there, I would do it up maybe with Monopoly money. Go get some Monopoly money. Everybody has access to some, maybe that, or write your money out on sheets of paper and cut it up and put it in those envelopes. So you can see what you're doing, even if it's being done electronically. If you're in this situation, do not set up anything on auto pay. Also, there's credit cards. Call the credit card companies. See if you can get anything reduced. See if you can split payments. Let them know what's going on. See if there's a way for them to work with you. Most of them will. Don't be scared of them. They're on the phone. I mean, they're not going to hurt you. We all have that fear of picking up that phone and calling the credit card companies. Don't be afraid to do that, please. They can help you out. They have ways, they have things. They may suggest something that you didn't know about was available. What else? I think that is it. But yeah, think outside the box. See, and I know that's not everything. But whenever you do get it down, start savings. If you don't have a savings account, get one. You can have your paycheck split. If you find that you have 100 or 200 extra coming in once you get all of this figured out, put a good little chunk in the savings. So, and that's my tip for today, for monthly budgets.